Hello everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. My name is Foxy Games, and today we're going to get our chocobo. So let's run right on over here. Speak with Swift, my little chocobo. Private games, yes, a moment of your time if you please. You wish to carry out your duties swiftly, do you not? Well then, perhaps you should get yourself a chocobo. If you're interested, the Immortal Flames will furnish you with one. It's not a complex process, but it does require some paperwork. First, speak with the Quartermaster to obtain a Flame Chocobo issuance. You'll need to exchange company seals in order to do so. Once you've received your issuance, show it to Mimigun by the Gate of Nald. He'll be the one to furnish you with a bird. Well, I mean, normally we would get this from here, I believe. Yes, the Flame Chocobo issuance. But we need 200 seals, and we currently have none. So you know what that means. We have to go out and do some fates. Oh, by the way, another way that you can get a good amount of seals to start with is to go to your hunt log and just pick the one for your Grand Company. That's concurrent across all of your jobs, and you can just do those, and they give you seals. It's great. All right, we got all the seals that we needed. It didn't take much. Flame Chocobo issuance. Give me that. Thank you. Who do I talk to again? Momo something or other? Mimigun, that was it. Here he is, Mimigun. Want a bird issue, you say? Then I'll need to see your Flame Chocobo issuance. Here it is. Take it. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. Yay. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. Oh boy, I didn't think of this. Okay. I did name my chocobo, and you'll see it in just a second. Okay, like his name, here's your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side, but do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned into crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with your chocobo rider's license as required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Yes. Okay, let me set it up on my hotbar. Alright. In addition to being able to ride your chocobo, it can also fight with you. Go away. And, of course, everybody knows chocobos love Gishel Greens. So that's what you use to summon your chocobo for battle, and I'm just going to buy a metric ass ton of them. So I'll never have to buy any again. And now we'll go out to a place where we can summon our chocobo, so you can see what I named him. Alright, here we are. Wait, hold on. No, that's fucking acid tree. Cunt! Alright, so I fucking forgot that you can't use your chocobo for battle yet. So I guess I just get to ride him now. So you don't get to know his name yet. Some bullshit. I forgot you have to be level fucking 30 to use that. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna tell you. It's Vulpes Ludens. Or Vulpes Ludos, something like that. It's really fucking stupid, but it basically means Foxy Games in Latin. Totally ripped it off, basically, from Hideo Kojima's idea of Homo Ludens. Actually, I don't think it's even his idea. I think he got it from some novel somewhere. It's really fucking dumb. I don't care, because this chocobo is as Foxy Games as I am. So we're coming back to Vesper Bay. We can actually move a little bit quicker now. It's great. And we're going to talk to the Scions again. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time in putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called me to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Foxy. Now, when we last spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you've already met. Tataru, please show them in. This way, sirs. Is it Biggs and Wedge? It is Biggs and Wedge. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Alright, we've got something else going on.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the Sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ahem. Though technically a beast tribe, Sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the Sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained, until such time as we know. It would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the Sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the Sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfilia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Alright, we have our assignment. Time to go over to Gridania. Alright, let's go in here. Wow, that bunny is very pink. She looks straight out of Sailor Moon. Or something. This guy's name is Meat Smell. That's nasty. And this person's name is Alpaca Spit on You, and she is hecking adorable. Looks like a little Moogle. God damn it. And this person's name is prawnhub.com. Oh, jeez. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the Scions once more if we are to... beg pardons. 'Tis a terrible habit of mine to think aloud. But tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? Hail, adventurer! I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destinies with the Twin Adder? Good day, Commander. Sorry to disappoint you, but other business brings us here today. Ida and Papalimo, always a pleasure to see you two. My men tell me you quest in the name of the Scions of late. Quite so, Commander. A little bird told us that the Twin Adder was in need of our adventuring prowess. Ah, your little bird sings true. No doubt you have heard that we're investigating the Sylphs, that curious beast tribe that calls the depths of the Twelves Wood home. The Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceable bunch, much to the delight of the Elder Seed Seer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. The Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylphs' relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they may appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Should there be even a sliver of a chance that summoning of the primal might disturb the balance between Gridania and the Sylphic tribes, it is a possibility we cannot ignore. Better to be safe than sorry, indeed. Do we strike at Ramu, or leave the Sylphs to their own ways? That is the question, yet I find myself lacking ample knowledge to arrive at an answer. Opinions abound within Gridania, but to listen only to one's own is among the greatest mistakes a commander can make. I would hear from the other side, the Sylphs themselves, and seek an impartial party to serve as my liaison. That is where you Scions come in. The Sylphs of Little Solace remain untempered, and have held many a productive dialogue with our people. I would hear their candid thoughts on their tempered brethren. That said, I urge you to exercise due caution. Sylphic tradition and etiquette bear little resemblance to our own. It would not do to have any cross-cultural faux pas get in the way of a productive parley. En route to Little Solace, you will come upon the Hawthorne Hut. Our officer stationed there can enlighten you as to how to win the Sylph's favor. May your expedition be a worthwhile one. A friendly palaver with the Sylphs. This should be a pleasant enough diversion. The Hawthorne Hut, was it? Why, I believe the ferry departing from West Shore Pier should take us straight there. A friendly palaver indeed. Am I saying that word right? I hope this will be as straightforward as you say, Papalimo. Me too. Here we are. Aye, the ferry docked at the base of this hill will carry you across the lake to the East Shroud. Once you're ashore, head due east and you should find the Hawthorne Hut without much trouble. The Hawthorns are most welcoming folk who have shown us no small measure of goodwill. Still, a bit of courtesy goes a long way. I would encourage you to stop by Full-Flowered Combe and introduce yourself to Rosa before you travel on. Sure. You know, this place is really pretty. Some of it's a pain in the ass to get through, but it's pretty. Here we are, Rosa Hawthorne, and there are bees. An adventurer, thank the 12, you couldn't have come at a more opportune time. Please, you must help us. Why, it's our bees! The poor little dears are under attack by a murderous swarm of hornets. These beehives are our livelihood. You must save them. Alright, let's murder the shit out of some hornets. Killer hornet cloud. Gonna be like Metal Gear Solid 3? Yeah, 3, where you somehow Snake can kill hornets just by swinging a knife around. Which, I mean, I guess you could, but, you know, not accurately. And then Revolver Ocelot just spins his guns around and kills hornets with them. Man, that's the second Hideo Kojima reference we've made in this video. He's just really good at making otherwise stupid stuff really cool. Maybe one of these days I'll play Death Stranding on PC for this channel. You know, when I have a PC that can run it. Alright, Rosa, we took care of the hornets. Thank you, friend. Finally, our bees can make their honey in peace. I knew you were 12 cent the moment I laid eyes upon you. You'd travel to our hut, you say? And you'd speak with the serpent officer there? There is one who goes by Amelin. He is a sentry at Jocelyn's Spire, but makes regular excursions to our hut. He's quite enamored of our honey and the tales of my husband Rolf, though I found him to be tight-lipped around those he's unfamiliar with. Oh, I know what we might try. Why don't you take a jar of fresh honey to him? I reckon you'll find him more than talkative then. Yeah, sure. I mean, even though I'm still technically just a glorified messenger girl, I, you know, killed a fucking primal. I went from handing out pretzels to soldiers to killing a literal demigod. But, you know, it's cool. Here's Amelin. Indeed, I am Amelin of the Twin Adder. Your face is unfamiliar to... You have a present for me? A jar of Rosa's honey and freshly harvested to boot. You certainly know how to make a first impression, friend. Ah, so you are the adventurer of whom the commander spoke. Do forgive me for being curt. My stomach was rumbling something fierce. My word, this honey, like liquid gold. Ahem. Forgive me, you have come to discuss not honey, but sylphs. For all their whimsy, they are a wary lot, particularly since the Empire has come to the Shroud. Earn their trust, however, and they're as friendly as any folk. They have their quirks, but so do we all, no? Would you know more? You will do well to speak to Rosa's husband here, Rolf. He's forgotten more about sylphs than I'll ever know. Forgotten? Come to learn a thing or two about the sylphs, have you? I'll tell you one thing, they're a peculiar folk. How peculiar, you ask? Well, let me just tell you. They're... Beg your pardon, friend. My memory's just not what it used to be. I've seen much and more in my adventuring days, and it's all a clutter in my noggin now. Though I've shared my stories with those around the hut before, you might have more luck with them. But you don't even look that old. How are you fucking, like, Alzheimer's? Whatever. The sylphs? Yes, father's told me his stories plenty of times. What I've always found most captivating is how their concept of etiquette is almost completely alien to our own. You do best not to underestimate them on account of their childlike looks, lest your face end up a mess of glyphs, squiggles, and chocobo scratches. Oh dear. Alright, what do you know of the sylphs? The quickest way to a quiver woman's heart might be through her stomach, but don't even think of trying to foist your foodstuff on a sylph. They sustain themselves simply by bathing in the sun, or so Rolf once told me. Naturally, they're plants. How about you? The sylphs? Inveterate tricksters and troublemakers, that's what they are. One day they're drawing marble faces on our masks, and the next they're sending our young sentries falling to the bottom of a ravine. That's more than being a trickster. Tell them to stop and they just laugh at you. Rolf claims they harbor no ill will, but I dare say such pranks are no laughing matter. I mean, literally murdering people is not a prank. Maybe in today's YouTube atmosphere it is. Or maybe more like 2012's YouTube atmosphere when prank videos were, you know, more popular. Oh, of course, of course. Hearing your stories, well, my stories, has brought the memories flooding back to me. I feel like dancing. Yes, nothing brings people together quite like a little toe tapping. A sylph told me long ago that dancing is a time-honored greeting among their kind. You'd do well to remember this. It just may help win the favor of our forest friends. So we have to dance. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the Sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you'd do well to bring along what was it again? And Rosa and I were just speaking of the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine. What is with this guy? He doesn't even look that old, and yet he's acting like he's 80 and on his way to good old Alzheimerville. Oh, having a chocobo is so nice. Not having to just walk everywhere and go super fucking slow. Alright, Rosa. What do you got for me? A peace offering for the Sylphs? I'd give you another jar of my honey, but I fear that it wouldn't get you past their front doorstep. Dear. No, their tastes run more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of that most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions in the imbiber. You'd not catch me dead trying the stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. Hey, you know what? They enjoy a little psychedelics. That's cool. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might be surprised what comes out. Good luck. Okay, so we're gonna go and get an ochu. Yeah, might as well do this fate too. A curious tussock. What's a tussock? Fuck you, that's what. Oh no, it's an ochu. One of the historically more pain-in-the-ass Final Fantasy enemies. Not quite as pain-in-the-ass as a Marlboro or a Marble, as they call them in this game. I guess they couldn't call them Marlboros anymore, because I'm pretty sure that's a cigarette brand. That wouldn't sit too well with anyone. Parents in particular. And, you know, copyright lawyers also. Rolf, what do you got for me? Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? It sure was. She sure was, I should say. Milk root, but of course, those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quickly as I do a flagon of mead. The effect's just about the same as well. Maybe that's why you can't remember anything. Any road, a gift of milk root will have the sylphs calling you friend and sister the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap that up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. What, just by looking at it? I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. Look, man, don't be touching my milk root, okay? That's just weird. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the marble that put an end to my adventuring days, so maybe that's why you can't remember shit. But I can tell you that story another time. You've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The Sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I've shared their company enough to know that they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do stop by on your return. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you'd regale me with your adventuring tales. Ah, and before I forget, don't go traipsing off just yet. Amelin here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regards to the winged ones. What do you want, Amelin? It's good to see your knowledge of Sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Komujo. He has served as an intermediary between our people on many an occasion, and he has the close ear of the tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root the sylphs so adore. I have something of far greater import for you to deliver, a missive from the elder seed seer herself. To summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches for the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. Yeah, we don't want to deal with magical tricksters or their lightning god. I would say that's a spoiler to say Ramuh is a lightning god, but it's really not. If you've played any of the other Final Fantasy games, you know who Ramuh is. Or if you only played Final Fantasy VIII, you only know Quetzalcoatl. Or Quetzalcoatl. I don't fucking know. Here we are, Little Solace. And here we are, Komujo, or Komuxio, I don't know how you would say it. Walking One is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking One should go home and leave this one be. Okay, then we're gonna dance. And Mikote has such cute dances. This one would welcome Walking One who moves like these ones. If Walking One would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so Walking One should speak with quick tongue. Well, Walking One would bring gift to this one. Walking One is most kind. Here's your smelly root, and here's a letter. Walking One brings milk root. Milk root brings this one great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Walking One carries message for Elder One. This one will deliver the message to Elder One. Walking One should not worry. Hello there, we're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and to learn from him more of your Lord Ramuh. Who are these ones? These Walking Ones come from Gridania? Walking One became a dancing one and brought milk root, but Walking One tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder One is busy. Walking One should go home. Go home, you say? But the Sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Foxy here is an oath of peace penned by the Elder Seed Seer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of Walking One's. Elder One has no words for Gridania. Walking Ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never. Turned away at the gates. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was Foxy's jig insufficiently jiggy? I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttery friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. Oh, good. These are all shit, so I'll just pick whatever one. So we get to do errands. You get used to that. Okay, Ida, what have you got? Say, Foxy, are you in the mood for dancing? Sure. That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the Sylph's traditional greeting, but you've greeted hardly any of them. While you're at it, why not dance for the Gridanians around here as well? Why, if I were a Sylph, I'd be beside myself with delight to see an adventurer sharing my culture with her own kind. Me, of course I'd be happy to join. Ow, ow, there go these bloody leg cramps of mine acting up again. Oh, Ida, you rapscallion. No Lexia or no Legia? Walking One's belly is rumbling. This one is not making a meal. This one is boiling bark and flower seeds to dye thread. Color must be jolly, and so must greet making. Okay, let's dance for you. Ooh, walking one knows jolly dance. Jolly dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. How about you, dude? Looking to befriend the Sylphs, are you? I spent my fair share of time in these parts. Go ahead, greet me as you would a Sylph. I'll let you know if your moves are up to scratch. Dance for you! That's some fine dancing, friend. Why, if you were half as tall and twice as green, I might mistake you for a Sylph myself. Any road, the Sylphs are a peaceful folk. Approach them with an open mind and heart, and they'll open up to you in return. Amnesia. This one is weaving cloth. Walking one would know more. This one does not trust walking ones who do not show respect. Have a dance. Walking one would be a friend to these ones. This one is overjoyed. But this one keeps the ways of weaving a secret. Even if walking one learned the secret, walking one could not weave in the same way. Well, that's fine. I wear metal. What the fuck do I have use for weaving? Delesia. What does walking one want with this one? Elder one warned this one not to get too friendly with walking ones. Well, how about dancing with one? Has this gotten old yet? There's still 4 more to go. Ah, walking one is a friend to these ones, friendly like gracious elder one of the forest city. Knows how to dance into these ones' hearts. Pelagia. Are you two even listening? This one cannot follow walking one's words. This one begins to feel sleepy. Does walking one not know proper greeting? Walking one has sprightly steps. This one is amused. But this one is still sleepy. Oh. I guess we bored him. Imedia. So you're greeting all in little solace in traditional Sylphic fashion? A lovely gesture, I must agree. Would you be so kind as to show me? Sylphic greetings never fail to bring a smile to my face. Dance for you. How charming! You'll fit right in here in Little Solace. Be forewarned, though, such pleasantries will get you nowhere with the Sylphs who dwell in the homeland. Yeah, because they're tempered. Couple more people up here. We have Marinter. That's a name. In these times, Gridania can never have too many friends. As such, your enthusiasm in befriending the Sylphs is admirable indeed. Very well then, let's see how you intend to do it. Like this. Magnificent. You'd make an excellent ambassador to Little Solace, friend. Mind you, not all Sylphs are so welcoming to outsiders. The woodland sprites would gut you before you got your feet off the ground. And Nathaxio, or Nathagio? I don't know. Nasty ones live beyond here. Is walking one nasty one or happy one? I'm happy as fuck. Ah, this walking one is a dancing one. This one is always happy to see dancing ones. Very good. Let's go talk to Ida, who was decidedly unhelpful in this entire endeavor. Get used to that. Oh no. More birds. Oh wait, no, these are gnats, but I'm still not going to do it. Foxy, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solace. The better news? Why, I've thoroughly recovered from those accursed leg cramps. Oh, Ida. Onward to our next adventure. Yeah, sure. Papalimo, will you be more useful? Foxy, as an adventurer, you're no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. the adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see what I'm getting at. The Sylphs who make their home in Little Solace do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled Sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the Sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You would be better off inquiring with Hera Media of the Gridanians who reside here. She is the most... of the Gridanians who reside here, she is the most like to be privy to the Sylphs' troubles. Okay, Media, lay it on me. What's going on in Little Solace? Ah, you've returned. Praise be to the elementals. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with a truly gentle heart. The Sylphs of Little Solace are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solace wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from moms around are free to wander in and terrorize the hapless residents. If you could put down the Zizgorlins and Gallnats that roam these parts, 5 of each should suffice, the Sylphs and I would be eternally grateful. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 5 brownie brushes as well. They play an important role in Sylphic culture. I do not claim to know the details, and what with such feral beasts prowling the forest, they are not easily come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Komugio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. Okay, so he's not a complete dickweed. Dickweed, because he's a plant. Oh hey, somebody finished up that fade. The names of these things, just Zizgorlin. That I'm trying to think of what that even sounds like. Zizgorlin. It sounds like something a goblin would name its kid. Or like a racist term that a goblin would use. I don't know, it just sounds stupid as hell. And just look at these things. They're like bird dinosaur things, and they've got these weird neck fins going on, and they also have feathers, and their beaks are ridiculous. Alright, all the stupid Zizgorlins are gone. And oh hey, there's one of those brownie brush things. I have to say, I found this to be kind of a low point in A Realm Reborn, the whole Sylph thing. It's not particularly interesting, in my opinion. I mean, I like the Sylphs. I think they're kind of cute and they're fun, but it's like we're going around. I mean, the whole game is just going around killing stuff and finding stuff, really, when you boil it down. But there are better ways to do it. They're supposed to be fixing some of the Realm Reborn quests in the next patch next month, but I don't think it's going to be fixing any of these. Wow, I should go over there and help kill that thing. It's just going to be fixing the patch quests between A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, which absolutely needed to be done. Anyway, let's help these guys kill this thing. That is a badass looking chocobo. Look at that thing. What is our tank? Ellie something. She's not even a tank. It's aggroing her because she's healing. Now it's on me. Oh dear God, please heal me. Please heal me. Thank you. Oh my God, and this person, River, over here on the right of the big Ochu, their clan tag is Uwu. Not the first one I've seen like that. Oh, that's a cute name over there. Starlight Starbright. That's really cute. I like that. How did you die? What did you do? That poor Chocobo keeps getting its shit kicked in. I don't know what is happening. I guess it's getting poisoned. Almost dead. Just a little more. Hooray! It's fucking dead. Lazy Town, what? I don't get it. Oh, I got a baby bun? What? It's a mushroom. Why is it called a baby bun? Wow, these guys all have such nice outfits. I mean, it's thighs for days over here in the bunny department, but you know what? I approve of that. I approve of that. This person's name is Bard Paisley. You know, I'm gonna hurt some feelings, but I don't like the name Paisley. And it's a very common name nowadays. I just think it sounds dumb. And I apologize to everybody out there named Paisley, but what even is it? Is it a flower? I don't know. Is it a color, maybe? Paisley? It sounds like a fancy name for a color or a flower, but I think it's just... it sounds weird as a name. Here I am being a judgy Jason over here, but like... I don't know, it just does. I don't know why. This guy's name is Mark Neanthony. Mark Neanthony, and he's a cat boy. I like that. Alright, we're back. What the fuck name is that? Well, I mean, it's a proper name, but it is one hell of a name. Valan Sang-du-Monde. Maybe Valan Sang-du-Monde? Maybe French? I don't know. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all day. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Well, here's some stupid fucking mushrooms. Dancing One brings brownie brushes for this one. This one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills bitey buzzy ones. This one hates bitey buzzy ones. Dancing One is kind. Too kind. Many walking ones come to this one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. Oh, so I completely misread when he said too kind. I thought that was supposed to be suspicious. Apparently not. Also, I get my next gladiator quest. Hooray! But let's keep going with this for the moment. This one asks Dancing One for forgiveness. These ones have many troubles since walking ones last came to our abode. This one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like other walking ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange walking ones with bodies of steel come to the home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and walking ones, yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and walking ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. This one fears steel ones are after something. But this one should speak no more. Go, Dancing One. This one depends on kindness of Dancing One. What a completely tiring way of talking. Okay, Pelagia, what do you have to say? Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one is seen. Steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe walking ones hunt for shiny treasure? This one likes treasure. Nathagio. Shush, shush, this one says. Steel walking ones are scary like touched ones. This one hates scary, and scary ones have scary friends. Alright, to the Hawthorne Hut. So we can go ahead and first attune to the Aetheryte, and then we'll talk to some people. Men clad in strange armor? Why, now that you mention it, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. Why would you assume that? You know the Empire is out here. I mean, fucking... Let's look at this area, just where we are right now. The Black Shroud. Well, I mean, this is not a very good view of it, but... In fact, this is a terrible view of it. Never fucking mind. I was trying to show how close this place really is to, like, the area that divides Gridanian land from the Empire territory, but it doesn't show well on the map. Okay, Victor, what do you have for us? Fearsome types clad head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're plotting, but I'm sure it's nothing good. I mean, we came all the way here just to confirm what we heard. And really what we already knew. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? This one sees. Steel walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes and go walking deep, deep through trees. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one will find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark, right here. This is where steel ones hide, this one knows. Dancing One will go looking for steel ones, yes? Dancing One will, after Dancing One goes and does his gladiator quest. Alright, back to the Gladiators Guild. Wow, you look badass. Like a succubus royalty or something. That's fucking awesome. What is that? That outfit. Replica Dreadworm robe of casting? Holy hell. Do the wings come with it? I know the horns are something you can get from the, Archaeodemon horns. That's something you get from the gold saucer. But that outfit, holy shit. Hey, a newbie. First Sword Mila has an important mission for you. Ah, Foxy, I must apologize for my earlier behavior. As First Sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but to also protect you from the dangers you are not ready to face. I did not know that Levold had become the leader of the Alacron. Had he chosen to bear his steel at us, many and more of us would not have returned alive. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime, and so I've ordered my best men to scour Thanalan for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them has disappeared. I have strong suspicions that he has been taken prisoner by the Alacron, or worse. If there is any hope of saving him, we must act quickly. I would have you search for our missing comrade. His last report stated that he was tracking the Alacron near the Hammers in western Thanalan. If you go there, you may yet find some clues to his fate. I've been far too reckless in recent days and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please, Foxy, find our missing comrade and bring him home safe. I'll sure do that. Here's our gladiator. Let's see what he has to say. It's a trap, sister. That's okay. Chastity of the Alacron. Chastity, that's not good. I mean, I don't care how many times you cast haste on yourselves. You're all still going to die. You're just hastening yourself to death. Fucking healing goddamn motherfuckers. And now he's dead. Okay, talk to him again. That's some fine swordsmanship, Foxy. Mila, the First Sword, certainly knows how to pick 'em. Even after all these years, I can't quite bring myself to call her that. See, I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild, a wee lass who cried at the sight of naked steel. But to look at her now, you'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Not like she had much of a choice but to rise to the occasion, though, what with all the trouble Aldous got into 7 years ago. Selfish bastard, he should have never... But enough of my rambling. I'll make my way back to Uldai after a short rest. You go on ahead and tell Mila that I'm fine. Yeah, whatever. This class quest, or job quest, whatever, isn't the most exciting out of all of them. The Samurai one was pretty good. Red Mage one, from what little I played of it, was pretty good. Lancer one was really good. This one, kind of middling, to be honest. Foxy, thank the gods you're alright. I heard all about the ambush at the Hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild, and I cannot thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much-needed rest. Take some time for yourself and return when you've recuperated. But before you go, speak with Lulusu, or at least she has a message for you. Oh. Ah, Foxy, the very gladiator I was seeking. Lean closer, for I would not have the others hear my words. Aldous sends his regard and requests you meet him at the Lich Yard in eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I have not divulged this information to the First Sword. As you may have gathered from their previous interactions, she's still rather upset with him, and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly being groomed to become the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. Ah, they would have made such a lovely couple. Forgive me. This is hardly an appropriate topic of conversation. Anyway, you have my word that the First Sword will not hear of any rendezvous from me. Oh dear. Well, at least it's close to Camp Drybone, so I can just teleport there and be there in a second. It's a catgirl maid. Yep, this game's Japanese, alright. She even has, like... She even has, like, the diva, markings, I guess. Like, diva from Overwatch. Those little whisker markings on her face, whatever they are. I don't know what they're supposed to be. It's just cute face paint. Hello, Aldous. Why are you staring at a grave? Oh, we get to fight. Again. I like a woman who keeps me waiting and nurtures a sense of anticipation. It's been 7 years since Mila's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old goat through and through. But gods, when he danced with sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Mila's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father under such terrible circumstances. Who dat? Oh, it's the cute catgirl assassin. Who might you be? Another of Leovold's lackeys? Master Leovold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable. I love her hat. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. Once you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will, I will not be swayed. She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Foxy? Really, dude? Really? You're just the worst, aren't you? Oh well. No pressure, but I'll be evaluating your performance. Oh, I'll be fine. You would die for this scum? Very well. Read her movements, Foxy. It's not exactly high literature. Even so, I am going to put my rampart up. Your interference is inexcusable. Take that. This ends now. Watch it, Foxy. This kitten has claws. Oh, let's hit that. Haha, you couldn't do shit. And ends the battle. Oh, I missed it. Oh, did we have to kill her? She was cute. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Mila has a woman like you to rely upon. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever. Stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. She needs you, Aldous. Haven't you listened to a word I said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I am anything but. I'm only here because of unfinished business. When it's settled, there'll be no reason for me left to stay. I owe it to her old man to put an end to this, to give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leavold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Foxy. Now go, she's probably wondering where you are. Wondering, not wandering. Fug. Once again, back to the familiar Gladiators Hall. Why are you staring at me like that, Foxy? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Alucran's movements. I remain confident that that we will find them soon enough, though, so keep your blade sharp. Okay, we get a new sword, a new shield. Ooh, new armor. Oh, it's one of these stupid robot armor-looking things. Yeah, I think we're going to skip that, because it makes you remove your helmet. We're going to go with the leggings. I didn't have shoes on? What the shit? Oh well. Well, I mean, it's ugly. It doesn't look like it fits, but whatever. So we, of course, now have to go back and deal with the Empire in the forest, but we're going to do that in the next episode. So, sit tight. In the meantime, my name is Foxy Games. Thanks for watching Final Fantasy XIV. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.